Well, Hull City, the next visit is to the Riverside in what is, well, really a make-or-break match now for Middlesbrough. We seem to sit down here every week and discuss must-win games, and we sit down the following week and discuss reasons why Middlesbrough didn't take the chances and grab the vital 3 points that they need to escape the relegation zone. The time for talking's over, really, for as far as Middlesbrough are concerned. It's time for action. A massively disappointing display at Bolton last week. It left the fans frustrated. It left Gareth Southgate tearing his hair out, and it really left the whole town on a low. And we need something tomorrow to give the area a boost, give the team something to go into the final few games with. Hull City, of course, are a big, strong physical side. They took the Premier League by storm earlier this season, climbing high at one point into the Champions League places. It was an incredible start from Phil Brown's team. But they've dipped slowly and surely since then. Funny enough, since beating Middlesbrough in December, they've really been on a slow dive to the bottom of the table. They'll be seeing the match against Middlesbrough as an opportunity to arrest that slide and put some distance between themselves and the bottom 2 or 3 clubs like Middlesbrough. Conversely, Middlesbrough, if they can win the match, claw closer to clubs like Hull and keep them in the relegation fight, and it means that the battle to avoid the drop can go into the next few weeks. Middlesbrough lose, however, and the gap opens drastically, and it's probably a chasm that would prove insurmountable, even if Boro could put a couple of wins back to back, which they haven't done obviously this season. The team itself, well, really, Gareth hasn't got too many options. He'll probably stick with more or less the same personnel who were involved last week. It's too soon for people like Didier Digard to be involved, so he'll really keep his fingers crossed that the players who didn't perform at Bolton can really perform in front of what's going to be probably a 30,000 crowd at the Riverside. Hull are bringing 3,000 plus fans with them, so they'll make plenty of noise. But we often find that Middlesbrough fans rise to the occasion when that happens, as we saw with Liverpool recently, and it really needs the fans to get behind the players. And although they're understandably frustrated with the way the club have performed this season, it's still time to get out of this. And I think the fans realise that. They've been very mature in their approach. They haven't got on the back of the manager and the players, and I think that's going to be the case again against Hull City. Of course, it's up to the players, therefore, to go out there and show the fight and the battle and the spirit that they've needed to show really in the last few weeks, but hasn't been evident apart from the Liverpool match. We have the players within the team to do it. We've got people like Tunjai, who on his day can be a match winner and seems to be back towards the form he showed at the start of the season. We've got Stuart Downing, and perhaps if somebody like Alves or Marlon King can click and find the goal-scoring form we know that they have, then it might be Boro's day after all. Certainly, as I said before, it is a make-or-break match. We can't rely on doing anything next week against Fulham, but that's a sort of fixture Boro could potentially win if they get something against Hull at the Riverside. So he's hoping.